Good morning, friends and family. What a beautiful morning today. It was really nice sitting out on the porch. A little cool, but nonetheless, it was nice. Trying to get this set up so I can see y'all's comments on TikTok. And I'm also going live on Facebook, number 3. Third time, that is. So I'm still working on the lavender journal. Just a few things to fool with here while I'm gonna go. Let's see, which side is which? This is the side I used yesterday. While I am going to work on the Highland cow journal as well today, a little bit. Just right where I want it. And I'm going to do some more texture paste because I just think it's kind of fun. And it turns out so nice. Let's see. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing this morning? I'm doing the old simulcast on Facebook. So I'm using this textured paste again. And I'm doing this on a, oops, I probably should change my glasses so I can see comments better. So yeah. So I've got coming in the mail some resin. I wasn't going to do the resin art thing, but I have had epic fails with using the caulk. I don't like the way it turns out. And and the glue, that didn't turn out at all well. So I am resigned to doing resin. I want to do some cameos and some trim for my journals, so I'll be doing resin. Something that I used to do as a kid with a friend of mine. I was hoping she'd come on live on my Facebook Live, but she hasn't yet. When we were kids, there was a craft store that opened up in town, and we spent many hours in that craft store because the lady there was just so pleasant and would help us and teach us how to do different crafts. And resin was one of them. And we made resin ashtrays. And this was back in the 60s, so the smoking thing was like still in full bloom. Everybody was smoking. So anyway, we went door to door and sold ashtrays for extra money. You have some ideas on texture paste or resin, Michelle? And these are just regular stencils. They're not any, there's nothing fancy about these stencils. Yeah, I think it turns out kind of pretty. You saw something this morning. Ooh, what did you see? I didn't get on Facebook much or TikTok much this morning. Good morning. It involved wire and tissue paper and resin on the tissue paper. It's on Pinterest. I can't remember my Pinterest password. I'm so disgusted with myself. Wire and resin. Stamps. Okay, now you really got my interest piqued. Are you going to do a live on it, Michelle, so we can see what you're talking about? Figure out how to get this on here to where it's going to... I want some of them off, but the majority of them on. I think I'm going to do it like that. Yeah, I didn't have resin. I was kind of resigned to not doing it. I was trying to do everything but resin, but you know what? It's just not gonna. Resin's just the best for doing those molds. The caulk, at least the caulk wasn't expensive. It was like less than $4 for a tube. And I have another use for the caulk. I have something in my shower I need to put some caulk on. So it will be used. Oh, yeah, you can. Do that. Yeah. That'd be cool. Maybe we could do a live together and you can teach me what you're doing. So yeah, I tried yesterday afternoon for hours to get my Facebook on my link or on my profile. Well, that's okay. Just tell me what supplies I need to get. Let's see. Maybe I'm not seeing comments on this. Hey, welcome into my live. Let's craft together. Okay. That was for Facebook. So we'll see if anybody comes in. Hey, Bumblebee. How are you doing today? You're going to have to tell me your name. I know it's not Bumblebee. You've probably told me before, but I can't remember. Glad to hear it. Been having one of those mornings where, you start something over here and then you go over here and do it, and then you go over here and do it, and then you go over here and do it. Do something else. I mean, it's just like having a hard time concentrating on any one thing. I don't know what that means. It just means I'm getting old. Isn't it? I love get this off before it dries. A couple of little places I went over. I love the texture paste, and when it dries, it's really good. And if you get the white texture paste, you can add a drop or two of acrylic paint to it and make it any color that you want. So it takes a. I let it dry for about a day before I mess with it. I can show you. I don't think you were on my live yesterday when I showed these. There's this one. And what other one did I do? I thought I did. Oh yeah, here's another one. These are dry, so I've got them in the ephemera ready to go into this lavender journal. Oops. There we go. Okay, let's get this over here. Put this on here. Do we ever have enough flat space to set stuff? No, we don't. Good morning. How are you this morning, Tammy? Haven't decided if I'm gonna sew the well, you can't see. Just set it in front of the camera so nobody can see. Haven't decided if I'm going to sew the signatures on live or not. I'm doing very well, Tammy. Thanks for asking. Let me get my rotary cutter for this. There it is. Yeah, this lavender is really, the lavender journals turn out really well. I don't know, this is like, I don't know, the third, fourth maybe lavender journal that I've done. They don't stick around too long. Wind came around out of the south today. So it's quite a bit warmer, or going to be quite a bit warmer. And from what I understand, it's going to be quite a bit warmer for a while. I hope this is the end of our spring days. Once summer hits, oh my goodness gracious sakes alive, that's something else. Hey Pen, how are you this morning? I don't think you've been on since I told everybody that I'm simulcasting on Facebook. Again, this is my third time to do this. So, hey, Michelle, thank you. I got somebody on Facebook. Yay. This is only the third live I've done on Facebook, so bear with me, Michelle. I will try to pay attention and answer you. If you have any questions about anything. I'm making a lavender journal. And I went ahead and I posted my live yesterday on my YouTube channel, and it wouldn't let me post part of it because I had music playing in the background. Yeah. And it was a copyright infringement. So I was able to, YouTube will let you, which I didn't know this. This is all a learning experience for me. And I'm still learning TikTok after being on it for 2 years. They will let you edit it, and you can edit it to just be silent, edit out the sound where the copyright infringement is. So, oh, that was pretty cool. You could barely. Oh, that was you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you could barely hear the song in the background, but nonetheless, it was there. So that's why it's silent in the background here today. I'm not gonna make somebody mad by copyright infringing. Because, apparently on the social media platforms, they have to be able to monetize whatever music they're playing. I would have thought music from the 60s would be pretty safe, but nope, apparently not. In fact, the artist, I think, is gone. Is Bob Dylan still alive? I don't think he's still alive. A lot of the artists that I used to listen to are gone. Okay, that's good. And we can let this dry for a while. Won't take as long as a Mod Podge. And then I want to go around the edges of this with my Fabri-Tac just to kind of seal it up really well. Yeah, it's fairly new. Maybe a month now. I think I've got like 30 followers on YouTube. You have to have 1,000 before you can go live. So thank you for joining my YouTube channel. I have posted most of my tutorials that I've done over there. So hopefully folks can maybe learn from them and decide they like my content and follow me. Folks that don't follow me over here. I have a lot of I have a lot of family and friends on Facebook, but they're scared to do TikTok. Yeah. Okay, whatever. So they don't follow me. And they're just abhorred that I would be sharing all of my information with the Chinese. And I tell them, you know what? If you think that they don't have your information, you are living in La La Land. And, you know, the whole thing about it being a national threat is such a joke. I mean, people don't understand how Mark Zuckerberg or Meta has Congress in the back of their pocket. You know, TikTok became so popular that Meta was losing money on it, and a lot of Congress people have stock in Meta. So, oh man, we got to shut this down. So we'll call it a national security threat. Nobody likes a national security threat. Okay, I think we got it pretty well sealed up. Yeah, they have it already. How did you make that with what materials? Okay, make make what? Are you talking about? Okay, so the outer part of it is fabric, Bumblebee. The inner part of it is chipboard. So it looked like this before I covered it. Yeah, so how did you get banned off of Marketplace? That's kind of crazy. You must have made somebody mad and they reported you. So yeah, and I will be sewing in. These are the signatures that we've done. Oh, great. Well, so these fit right in here like this. So this is a kind of a glimpse of what it will look like. Hopefully by the end of today. And then I'm going to put this lace on the pages. That is if Tammy wants it. If she doesn't want lace on the pages, I won't put it on there. But I'll put these on the pages. It just looks so much, I don't know, so much more classy, I think. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to pull out. That's what I was going to do. I was going to pull out the applique that I'm going to put on the front and the lace. Oh, let me see. Oh, that's not. could do, I think that's too much purple. I could do this as well. These appliques all stick together. That one or this one. I really like that one. Whoa, this is a lot thicker than what I thought it was. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I like this. Maybe I won't do an applique on this one. I don't know. Because I also want to do this. I'm not liking this purple with this. I'm not liking this purple with this. Nope, that's not going to happen. It just doesn't look good. I like this nice white though, because I will be able to use this on something, but it just won't be this lavender one. Did not realize what I was getting when I ordered this. You just never know, you know? The pictures only tell you so much. Yeah, no, this one's not. This one's not for this journal. Yes, the beaded one, oh, it matches perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking, since we're doing white, there's a good amount of white on here. I'm thinking this one. Maybe this and no applique, huh? This will go down like this. And then we'll put this here. What do you think, Tammy? Are you still on here? It's your journal. Yep, I think we're going to nix the appliques on this. I think I do have a white one, but I like this. This is so pretty. No, I don't have a white one left. All I have is off-white. Hey, Care Bear. I thought I saw Deborah in here a minute ago too. Hey, Deborah. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna do in in the finale. So I guess I am fixin' to, that's a Texas term, you know. I am going to, yeah, this can just go away, go away, go away. So in these, I just like see something. How about if you put the one purple with beads on top? Now, yeah, if you would see that purple up against this lavender, in real life, it'd be like that. No, no. All right. I'm gonna be brave and sew this in. Okay, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to mark which one is the top of each one of these so I don't sew them in upside down again. Let's see, how about a dragonfly? Do them all the same color anyway. We've got bees in here. We'll do a bee too. Yeah, eventually. That was embarrassing. It was like, oh my gosh, is this the first time I've ever done this? No. Yeah, that was really embarrassing. Let's see if I got purple in here. Nope. It's in my other stash. Really doesn't matter what color I use because it's all going to be hidden anyway. But I'll know. Okay, so this I know is the top part of this one. So I want to make sure whatever I do, the little bee on this is the top. And this is kind of a no-brainer too. This will be the dragonfly, but that's okay. I mean, if I get in the habit of doing this and looking for the right side being with a paper clip, I use, this is wax thread. Okay, and then we'll put the cross up here. Okay, I think I want first, second, and third. Okay, we'll do that. This wax thread, I got a whole bunch of it off Amazon, all different colors, and it really wasn't that expensive. But at first I only used the one that came with the owl and the needles. There was a little binding kit. I don't know if you can still get it on Amazon, but they had it back then. Not sticky anymore. So let's get my punch pad here. Top. Oh, this is shorter. I might have to make a new one. Yeah, no, this one's not going to work. Maybe this one will. Yeah, I think this is the one I used on these. Not really. It's okay, we'll just make another one. I should just make a template. That's probably what I should do, huh? Just make a template and I'll have it. No, that won't work because I can't bend it. Okay, never mind. What did I do with my pencil? Okay, that's all right. We can do this. Hey, Joy. Yeah, you probably could. You can use embroidery floss. You can use string. It doesn't have to be coated. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I got it because, I got the wax thread because it came in so many colors. And if I didn't have any embroidery floss or any other kind of thread that was gonna really work. So I just thought, well, let's just do that. And let me tell you, I've had it for 2 years. And I'm just now getting empty spools. Oh, does it? I didn't realize that. I know there was a time when I used to make macrame hat bands. Hey, Lydia, how are you doing this morning? I used to make macrame hat bands and I would use the wax thread. I don't know why I used the wax thread back then, but that's just what I used. My friend Lydia is watching on Facebook. She lives real close to me. She's my neighbor. Hey, Candy. Oh my gosh, my friend Candy, my lifelong friend Candy is watching me on Facebook. Candy, I was just telling the story about us selling resin door to door. Ashtrays. Remember when we used to go to the craft shop? and spend hours there doing crafts. And then we got into the resin thing. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, and I remember going door to door and selling them. Those were the days, weren't they, Candy? My friend Candy still lives in Merced. Candy, I don't think I've told you this, but actually Lydia, who is on here, used to live in Merced. And she lives real close to me. And we have another person that lives right here in the same town whose parents owned a dry cleaning shop. Tony Mace, her parents owned a dry cleaning shop there in Merced. And she said it was behind the Foster Freeze, but I don't remember it. I mean, it very well could have been there, but I don't remember it. Do you remember it, Candy? You've lived there longer than I have now. Tony was younger than us, and Lydia's younger than us, so. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yep, Miss Candy. You can comment, Candy. Nobody will see you, except for me. She's shy. All right, I need to mark the top of this too. If I'm going to mark this, I need to mark the top of this too somehow. Pardon me. Yeah, how in the world 3 women that had lived in the same town as children would grow up and live in the same town as adults. Isn't that pretty amazing? I think it is. Yes, Candy's one of those friends that no matter how long we've been apart, when we ever get together again, it's like we never were apart. I haven't actually seen her in years. Washi tape. Yeah, I'm not a fan of washi tape, Sarah. Washi tape has messed me up on more than one occasion. Because it comes off. So yeah, Candy was responsible for Candy and Captain Kangaroo were responsible for my interest in crafting. All right, well, that's the top of it. Okay. Oh, no, I'm still going to need that. I don't know what I'm putting it away for. It is a small world, Lydia. A very small world. Seems like it's getting smaller all the time. Now watch, I have hometown watching and I'll probably mess up real bad. Thank y'all for joining in my live, and thank you for the likes too. That helps me get out on the algorithm so that more people can see when I go live and do stuff. So that more people can see when I go live and do stuff. I've got to get my pencil. There it is. And it's windy out. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Well, you did whatever you did right then, Candy. I see it. I see it. You got it. Okay. Oops, I don't know why I did that. You got it, girlfriend. It's just you again. Thanks, Michelle. You're doing it perfect, Candy. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I know what happens to me is I'll do something and I'll think, oh, I did it wrong. And then I realize, oh no, I did it right. But then I can't remember what it was that I did that was right. So I have to go back and figure it all out again. Oh. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate you helping me out on Facebook as well as TikTok. Oh, I don't need to put that up yet. Okay, so here we go. There's this, and there's this. And here we go. Hopefully these are going to line up. 1, 2, and 3. Looks like it is. 1, 2, 3. It's a surprise. Candy, you always could crack me up. I got it. I got it. All right, here we go on this journey. Let's hope I get them all sewed in right side up this time. Okay, this is going to be the first one. So oh, thank you, Candy. This one is sold I do have others on my website. And I can make whatever you want. Wait till you see the Highland cow one. I'm going to have that on here in just a minute. I'm going to start working on the Highland cow. Well, I've been working on it bit by bit. I try to only do one at a time because, you know, I don't want to get, 25 unfinished projects laying around. That drives me nuts. I got bowl cozies over there sitting there that have been there for over a month. And I just haven't sat down and done them. You know what I mean? But the fact that I cannot see you physically, all I can see is what you comment. Hey Josh, welcome to my Facebook Live. Yep, Candy is responsible for my first interest in crafting. Her mom used to pick me up and drop us off. I think she picked us up and dropped us off the first time or two, and then after that, we would just ride our bikes down there, or mostly ride our bikes. You know, Candy, I still have that decoupage piece that I did there and gave to Mom for Mother's Day. I still have it. Every time I see it, I think about you. Okay, come on. This is the tricky part here. Well, Candy, you were a big part of my growing up. I don't think I could have made it if it wasn't for you. So yeah, now in my old days, here I am, learning new stuff. Oh, hey Jojo, good to see you. So another fun fact about Candy and I, our first husbands were brothers. So her children and my daughter are cousins. So for those of you on TikTok that are watching me and you're wondering, what is she talking about? I am simulcasting on Facebook. So I got two, yeah, no kidding. All right, come on now. That's not where I want you to go through. Isn't it going through the right place? You know, I would be discouraged, except I have actually seen the vintage journal struggle as well. And the vintage journal is the quintessential journal maker as far as I'm concerned. She is such an artist. Oh, fly. Oh boy, my mind goes back. See, having candy on here. Remember when we made those dresses and Pat had one and I had one and you had one and they were all the same and everybody thought we were sisters? Pat is my sister, but I hate it when I go through the thread because it makes it so hard to. I still remember those dresses. They had a navy blue background and with little tiny flowers all over it. All right, this is beginning to irritate me. Can't tie it off till I get it undone. Yes, I am using my iPhone. Yeah, I am using my iPhone, my current iPhone. I'm on Facebook Live. And then the iPhone that I just, it's an iPhone 8. It's an old iPhone, the one that I had before I got my iPhone 14. To video. And then I'm reading TikTok comments on my iPad. Now, I bet you if you could probably do double screens on a computer, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm having to figure out all this tech stuff myself. So everybody that I ask, even my kids, they're like, oh. So there's that. Oh, thank you, Candy. You have a great day. Stay safe out there, hon. Love you. Okay. Finally. See, in my opinion, this takes way too much longer than it should. Make sure it's all nice and taut in there. Not about going live, though. My grandkids aren't allowed to do that kind of stuff, and they're not allowed to be on TikTok, so. And they're not allowed to be on Facebook either, so there's that. And my grown-up grandkids, they don't have time for Nana, so I don't think they have time for this either, because they've got kids. My grown-up grandkids. the one that doesn't have kids, he just got married, and he refuses to get a smartphone. He insists that his flip phone is all he needs. Isn't that the truth, Lydia? As soon as you figure something out, they change it. I even noticed that on TikTok. They've changed some things on TikTok too. Not drastic things, but it's kind of like, oh man, that's not the way it used to be. One down, two to go. Oh gosh, and I didn't set a timer, so I gotta watch on TikTok. They'll cut me off if I don't do the puzzle piece. For those of you on Facebook, to keep people from just going on live and letting it run and run and run and run, they have this puzzle piece. Excuse me, they have this puzzle that comes on your screen when you're doing a live. And you have to swipe the puzzle piece and put it in where it belongs. And if you don't, they end your live. So, isn't that just hunky-dory? And I'm famous for, oh, there it is. Speaking of. Whew. Okay, we won't be cut off today. Yay. Oh, I tell you, you gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh. Yep, they'll change it. I have used both, Shirley, both copy paper and cardstock. Most of these have been printed on cardstock. But you can do either one. Copy paper works just as well. Oops, that's not the, okay, here we go. I kind of like the 60-pound copy paper. It's just a little thicker, and when I coffee dye it, or food color dye is what I've done before. It to me, it just comes out better. I think it has a higher cotton content than regular copy paper. All right, we got that right side up, and we got this right side up. Now let's get it on the right side. Right side, right side. Okay. Yeah, the last one of these, for you Facebook friends, the last one of these that I did, I sewed signatures in upside down twice. Signature is the one group of papers. Okay, this has got to be bigger because I can't see it. You know, it would help if I could use my regular glasses for doing this, my bifocals. But if I use my bifocals, I can't see to read. So, it's one of those things. There it is. I can see, but what happens is I have to lift my head up and then I get a crick in my neck. Oh yeah, this is getting old thing. Something else. Oops. Yeah, last year, I have to tell you this. Last year, when I was going through the whole fire thing, and having to deal with all the stuff, my friend Candy sent me and it's not like, we don't communicate every day or even call each other now that it's essentially free to call. You would think we would, but we don't. She sent me this little statue that says, we'll be, how does it go? We'll be friends until we're old and senile, and then we'll be friends again. It's a little statue of two ladies. You've probably seen it, but it really touched my heart. Because I know everybody knew that was not a fun time for me. The fire's one thing, but then dealing with all the rebuild stuff, oh my gosh, you have no idea what a nightmare that is unless you've been through it. Because nobody wants to listen, especially not to an old gray-haired lady. Nobody wanted to explain to me what was going on. And you have to be so persistent. And I got mixed up with a contractor that was a jerk. Hey, Britt. How are you doing today? I am simulcasting on Facebook and TikTok. Killing two birds with one stone here. There we go. Well, that one was easier than the first one, wasn't it? Yes, ma'am. This is the Lavender Journal. Just about to get finished up, and I should probably have it off to its new home by Friday, I'm thinking. Hey, Dawn. Well, I'm 2 for 2. Didn't sew one in upside down. There we go. Now we're working on the third one. Yay! You know what? I think this may mess me up, so I'm just going to take it out for right now. Yep. Michelle says she's making a single signature book right now, and she's had to take the thread out twice. Thank you. I don't feel so bad now. No, just kidding. You know, mistakes happen. It's just nice that journaling is so forgiving, you know? Ta-da! I won't be needing this anymore today. I've seen some journalers that are doing 4 holes instead of the 3. And I would do that, except you know what? It's just another hole that I have to worry about. I don't know. And I'm not sure if there's any more benefit to it. Come on, there we go. Come on, eyes, let's see it. Is this the top? Yes, it's the top. Oh, Dawn, I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, that's... What are they trying to rule out? Do you know? Dawn just said she's having some issues with her health. Oh boy. Well, hopefully it's not your heart. Hopefully it's just, one of those age things that we all hate hearing about from our doctors. Hey, Lori, how are you today? Just so you don't get confused, I am simulcasting on Facebook and TikTok today, so I've got 2 conversations going. But I am happy to answer questions on both platforms. Either platform. So yeah, for my local folks on Facebook, we have Lake Fest coming up. The Saturday before Mother's Day here in Granger. And I will have a booth there, and I will have all of my things that I make available there. I don't know if you've ever been to Lake Fest or not, but whoa, if it doesn't get totally rained out, it's a lot of fun, and it goes all day. Actually, it goes longer than that. It starts on Friday. They have a barbecue cook-off, they have a car show, they have auction, they have, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. So you're thinking you might get admitted to the hospital, Dawn? Whoa, I'm so sorry. Well, we will definitely be praying for you. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, I hate to hear that. For you Facebook people, yes, definitely prayers. Definitely. Dawn is one of my followers on TikTok, and she isn't doing so well. So all my prayer warriors out there in Facebook land and on TikTok, please lift her up in prayer today and keep her in your thoughts as she's going through this trial. You're not a Debbie Downer. That's what we're here on social media for, is to support each other. And there's not a better support than this journaling community that I found on TikTok. So, Well, we know you would do the same for us, Dawn. Hallelujah. The signatures are sewed in right side up. Okay, Dawn, we'll look forward to hearing from you. Message me. And we're just praying right now that the doctors are able to figure out what's going on with Dawn and that they will be able to help her and that she will be feeling better in no time. Amen. Okie dokie, here we go. It is fixing to become a book. So now what I do is get out my big bottle of Fabri-Tac. And glue it all up. Excuse me. What's the size of the signatures in the cover? Excuse me. The signatures are an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half. So, and then the cover is just a little bit bigger than that. I cut the cover about, a ½ inch bigger than that all around the edges. Okay, we want to make sure this is going to stay in there, so we goop it up real good. And then it's going to have to dry. So we'll get on the Highland Cow journal as soon as I get this all clamped down. Let's see, does it make a difference which side I want? Not really. Surely, I found Highland Cow fabric yesterday too. I went to Hobby Lobby after I got off my live yesterday because I needed some yarn to make some scrunchies for an order that I have going out hopefully no later than Friday, if not before. I've already got the scrunchies made. I just need to put it together. It might go out today. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'll have to show it to you all here. Excuse me. This is nice weather we're having, but I'm telling you, post-nasal drip with these allergies, something else. Okay, so then I clamp it here, and I clamp it here, and then I let it set overnight on the bottom. Let's see, what can I put up there to hold it in? Maybe I'll just move this over. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. All right, Highland cow fabric. Let me know if this is the same one you got. Hobby Lobby. Yep. I was kind of discouraged at first. I thought, oh no, they're not going to have any. It's got the other cows in it too, but it's got the Highland cow. I like cows. Somebody asked me once if I was to come back, if I believed in reincarnation and I was to come back, what would I come back as? I'd come back as a cow. Because you get to spend the day out in a nice, pretty green pasture and eat all day long. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Oh, Highland cow. So we'll put those away because I'm not going to use those. So this particular digital download came with all kinds of ephemera. So it's got pockets and it's got cards, little cards and big cards, and envelope, and even little file folders. So we're gonna start working on some of that stuff. Pardon me. Yes, Roxy, I do sell my journals. I have a website, and it's in my bio, under my link tree. And if you're interested in the journal that I'm working on now, the lavender journal's already been sold. But if you're interested in this journal, if you'll check out under custom journal, there won't be a picture or anything of it there. But you can check out under that, and this one will be claimed for you. And then message me that you've done that that's the one you want. And if you want any other kind of journal, all you have to do is message me, and I am happy to make one for you. I make recipe journals, I make travel journals. I've made memory journals that are personalized with pictures, with papers that are actually pictures of things in your life. Yeah, so. All right, let's see what we got in this particular journal. This particular signature. These are so cute. I think I could put a little pocket right there. I'm gonna ink it up a little bit here. Sorry about that. Have no idea who that is. It's spam. Spam calling. I don't want to talk to spam. Oops, wrong one. I use Fabri-Tac for everything else besides paper to paper. When I'm doing paper to paper, I use white glue. Fabri-Tac works on paper to paper too, but I think it's a little overkill, if you know what I mean. Okay, I didn't do a fence in this one, so we can do a fence. Oh, you can tell I'm getting tired when I start getting real quiet. So I won't be on for much longer today. Cut this in half. So yeah, well, yesterday I made a pot roast, so I've got pot roast for lunch. Or I've also got, let's see, I still have some leftover chicken. And I've got some turkey and rice soup that I got out the other day. I think I may do the turkey and rice soup when I get off of here because it needs to get eaten. I only have one serving of that left, so that will be perfect. And then later on this evening, I can choose between the chicken or the pot roast. Trying to do less and less food waste, you know. Oh, let me tell you, I bought one of those Katol, what do you call them? Vacuum sealers. They vacuum seal mason jars. It's got a seal on it for wide mouth or regular mouth mason jars. And one of the things I like to eat for breakfast, or pretty much any time, is avocado toast. But I only use half of an avocado. So then I'm left with, you know, another half of an avocado that turns brown before I can eat it. So, or for the next morning. So I thought, well, why can't I just put it in one of these mason jars and seal it up and see what happens? Well, I tell you what, it's just as pretty the next day. So I took the other two. I ordered my groceries from the grocery store, and you have a choice about whether you want your avocados that are ready to use right now or in 2 or 3 days. So I said, well, I wanted avocados in 2 or 3 days. Well, apparently they didn't have any of those, so I got avocados that were like ready pretty quick. So I took those avocados and I put them in a mason jar and sealed them up. So, but yeah, that Katol is really good. Oh, and the other thing I did was some, I like Gouda and brie cheese. And of course I can't eat a whole ring of that. No way. So I snacked on it a couple nights ago. And I was about to get out the old plastic wrap and wrap it up. And I thought, well, why can't I just put this in a mason jar and see what it does? So I did. Sealed it up, and it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's dried out, or so I'm thinking, well, that's pretty good. I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but we'll see. I may have to forego the evening meal of leftovers and have crackers and cheese for dinner, which I'm not opposed to at all. So I think I'm just going to put this fence on here, and then I'm probably going to say goodbye for today. I've got some thanks, Britt. Guess where I learned it from? I learned how to do this from Miss Britt. Let's see, do I want it on her? If we got another one that it would look good on. That'd look good on that one too. You missed the cover for Pages Are So Adorable. Oh, thank you, Britt. Wow, coming from one of my teachers, that makes me feel really good. You missed the cover. I don't have the cover made on this, but I have the fabric that I'm going to use. I know I was talking yesterday about, I wonder if they have any Highland cow fabric. Well, I found this. Tanny, I do my cover last, but this is the fabric that I'm going to use on it. It's got Highland cows, but it's got other cows on it too. But yeah, I think it'll be nice. And I got enough of it that I can make bowl cozies out of it too. So I'll be making some bowl cozies out of these. I'm just assuming y'all know what microwave bowl cozies are. You know, Britt, I have never had much luck with spoonflower fabric. They're way expensive and they take too long to ship. That's just my opinion. And I have known about and dealt with spoonflower for many years before I finally gave up on them. Yeah, I've been doing bowl cozies for, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 years and selling them at shows that I do. So yeah, I'm not. The fabric world is pretty familiar to me. So there you go. Well, oh, thank you. Thank you all for all the gifts. I do appreciate that. I'm getting a little tired and I need to listen to what my body's telling me. So I am going to go grab a bite to eat and put my feet up for a little while. Thank you all so much for joining in. It's been a really nice live. Had some really nice surprises on Facebook today. And we will do this again tomorrow. So y'all take care and God bless.